Today I'll be drawing a Canadian National GP38-2. And the first start, you want to draw a straight line going across the bottom, which is your rail. And GP38-2s, the way I draw them, are basically right at about 9 inches long. And from 9 inches long, at that scale, they're a little bit less than an inch high. And as you can see, when I drew it in here, I leave a little bit of room, a little bit more than an inch, inch and a half, because obviously the coupler has to stick out, and then you want a little bit of room on the end here in case you want to make a print of it for yourself, or and then basically the first step of all this, compared to getting into tight details of any one area, is that you really want to block it out. And as you can see, I have the drawing that I'm looking at here. And basically, if you look at it, I measure these a lot when I'm looking at them. But compared to getting bogged down in measurements, it's, to get really, really precise, you can start to, as I said, this is 9 inches. This is right at about 1.25 inches. But basically, the truth of the matter is, if that's 1.25 inches and that's 1 inch, that makes the height of the engine 1.5 inches. But the truth of the matter is if you just start looking at the engine, there's a lot you can really do, which actually is a really great skill to have, because over time, training your eye so that when you just look at the engine, you see the proportions of the engine, so that you basically know if this part's this long and this part's this long and this part's this long. You can actually start to basically draw those parts without measuring, because there are going to be a lot of times, if you're just looking at a photo of something, that you really kind of need to eyeball it. And so what we're going to do is start putting in, like, if this is 1.5 inches high, the nose is a little bit less than 1 inch high. And then the number board sticks out. The number board's about 1/4 inch. And then back to where the engine room doors go is about 1.25 inches, but it's the kind of thing, it's really hard to see on a Canadian National engine or a Norfolk Southern engine because they're all painted black. But it's basically, you can sort of get the feel of it. Look at maybe a Union Pacific engine or a BNSF engine as well, because you can kind of see where the engine room doors go. And the front of the nose and the back of the nose basically have this same slope. It's about 1/4 inch. And then basically go to about here is where, in this case, the non-dynamic brake housing goes. I kind of drew this in lightly. Because here, there's going to be engine room doors there, and engine room doors there. Actually here. And don't be afraid to erase, because I realize here, there's actually 2 engine room doors here, which are about 1/4 of an inch each. And then there's 4 engine room doors. Because basically this area here has, if you see it on a BNSF engine, for instance, this area here has 10 engine room doors. And feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments. And also, I'll be making some shorter videos that break down drawing the engine room doors, break down drawing a dynamic brake section, so that if you want a little bit more information about doing the dynamic brakes, this one has non-dynamic brakes, but if you want a little more in-depth about that, where I actually take a little bit more time about that. A lot of you have been asking about trucks and lots of different engines. The Jeeps have different trucks than SD engines and EMD and GE, and then there's different air filters on different eras. So basically, I'll be, I already have some videos about that, but there'll be many more. Okay, so basically, let's put this air filter in. And the thing about it is there's basically, you're much better off if you just draw a lot of boxes. That kind of get the basic shape of the engine. And like putting that grill in before you start to fill in all the doors, because as I pull away, because I should actually pull away quite a bit, you can actually see that there's starting to be the shape of a GP38-2. And why don't we take a break there, and you can leave questions in the comments.